Welcome to Stoic Reflections. Embrace love with Stoic wisdom. The moment you stop chasing her is the moment she starts chasing you. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true, and here's why. Most guys think the answer lies in trying harder, pleading, convincing, proving their worth. They believe that if they just show her how much they care, she'll finally see what she's missing. But the harder you chase, the less she values you. It's not because she's heartless, it's because desperation feels like weakness. And weakness is never attractive. But here's the twist. The moment you stop needing her, when you stop obsessing over her texts, stop trying to fix what's broken, that's when the power shifts. Suddenly, she's the one wondering, did I misjudge him? Is he really over me? Did I lose something I didn't appreciate? That's not manipulation, that's clarity. Because when you let go of seeking her validation, you rediscover your own worth. And that's the key. The second you stop needing her, she can't ignore you. Let's break this down, because this isn't just about her, it's about you. Number one, she expects you to chase, so don't. Most men panic the moment she pulls away. They go into survival mode, texting, calling, pleading, doing anything to keep her from slipping away. And that's exactly what she expects. She's seen this pattern before. Man falls in love. Woman pulls away. Man panics. Woman moves on. She knows you'll text her at 2 a.m., scrolling through old messages, overanalyzing every word. She knows you'll stare at your phone, waiting for a reply that never comes. She knows you'll drive yourself crazy, wondering what you did wrong and what you can do to fix it. But here's the part you haven't realized yet. She doesn't want you to fix things. She doesn't want you to beg. What she really wants, what she craves, is to feel something. And right now, she feels nothing. Why? Because you've become predictable, and predictability kills attraction. She knows exactly what you'll do next, and that's the problem. When she's certain you're still clinging to her, there's no mystery, no excitement, no reason for her to second-guess her decision. But what happens when you break that pattern? What happens when the desperate texts don't come? When you stop reacting, when you go completely silent, that's when things shift. Because suddenly, she's unsure. Suddenly, she's questioning herself. Wait, why isn't he reaching out? Why isn't he chasing me? Did I misjudge him? That tiny flicker of uncertainty is powerful, because uncertainty is what makes people obsessed. It's what keeps them up at night, replaying scenarios over and over in their mind. And that's when the regret starts to take root. But this isn't about playing games. It's not about pretending you don't care. It's about actually letting go. It's about stepping back, because you finally realize the truth. Your value isn't something you have to convince her of. Because the moment you stop chasing, she starts to wonder why you aren't. Number two, your silence triggers regret. Once you stop chasing, once you stop reacting, that's when everything shifts. At first, she won't show it. She'll act unbothered, like your silence means nothing. She might even post more, smiling in photos, living her best life, hoping you'll see it. But don't be fooled. That's not confidence, it's performance. See, the human mind is wired to crave what it can't have. When something is always there, always available, we take it for granted. But when it vanishes, that's when we start to obsess over it. And that's why your silence is so powerful. When you stop texting, stop checking in, stop feeding her ego with attention, you create scarcity. And scarcity creates value. Most men don't understand this. They go silent, but secretly hope she'll notice. They fake indifference, posting cryptic quotes, sharing pictures designed to spark jealousy, or playing games to manipulate her emotions. But that's not power. That's weakness. True power comes from genuine indifference. From the moment you realize you don't need her anymore. You don't go silent to make her miss you. You go silent because you finally understand your own worth. You go silent because you're too focused on your life to waste energy chasing someone who walked away. And here's the magic in that. When you adopt this mindset, something incredible happens. You start to move on. You stop waiting for her. You stop hoping for closure. You stop caring what she's doing, because your focus is on what you're building, your goals, your peace, your future. And when that shift happens, when your mind fully lets go, that's when she feels it. At first, she won't believe it. She'll tell herself you're just taking space, that you're still hurting, that you'll eventually come crawling back, just like every man before you. But when the days turn into weeks and still nothing, that's when her confidence starts to crack. She'll start to wonder, why hasn't he reached out? Is he really over me? Did I underestimate him? And then comes the question that hits the hardest. Did I lose him for good? That's when regret begins to grow. Because here's the truth. Regret isn't loud. It's not some dramatic breakdown or a desperate confession. No. Regret is quiet. It's that restless feeling she gets late at night, scrolling through your profile, only to realize you haven't posted a thing, like you've disappeared. It's that pang of discomfort when she hears your name from mutual friends, wondering if you're already seeing someone new. It's that uneasy silence when she realizes you're not thinking about her anymore. And that silence, that emptiness where your presence used to be, it haunts her. Because while she was out convincing herself she could replace you, she never expected you to walk away without looking back. She thought she could leave you behind. But now, she's the one stuck in the past, wondering if she let something valuable slip away. But by the time that realization hits her, it's too late. Because now, you've changed. You're no longer the man waiting for a message, hoping for a sign, craving her attention. You're no longer the man driven by need. You are now the man driven by purpose. You've reclaimed your power, not through revenge, not through bitterness, but through stillness. And that's when you win. Number 3. True strength is calm, not chaos. It's not about posting pictures with new girls to make her jealous. It's not about pretending you're happy. It's about actually being happy. Because the strongest man isn't the one who moves on first. It's the one who no longer needs to prove that he did. And when she sees that, when she sees that her games no longer shake you, that her breadcrumbs don't make you chase, that her silence doesn't break you, that's when she truly feels it. Not your loss, her own. Because the truth is, a woman doesn't regret losing the man who begged, chased, and waited. She regrets losing the man who walked away and never looked back. So when she tests you, and she will, remember this. You're not proving anything to her. You're proving something to yourself. Every time you ignore her attempts to pull you back, you reinforce your strength. Every time you resist the urge to respond, you remind yourself that you've outgrown her. And every time you choose silence over weakness, you're proving that you're no longer a man controlled by emotion, but a man who owns them. Because real power isn't about convincing her you've moved on. It's about moving on so completely that her games don't even matter anymore. Number 4, she will test you. Don't fool yourself. She's going to test you. It won't be obvious. She won't come knocking on your door with flowers, begging to talk. No, her tests are subtle, almost invisible if you're not paying attention. It might start with a meaningless text. Oops, wrong person. Hey, Just wanted to say I hope you're doing well. Or maybe she suddenly likes an old photo of yours, one you posted months ago. At first, you'll be tempted to believe it's something more. You'll think maybe she's starting to realize what she lost. But don't fall for it. These aren't signs of affection, they're tests. She's checking, probing, trying to see if you're still caught in her web. If you respond, if you jump at those breadcrumbs, you've just confirmed exactly what she suspected. You never moved on. And the moment she knows that, she wins. Because now she's back in control. See, these little tests aren't always calculated or planned. She's not sitting there scheming, thinking, how can I manipulate him today? No, it's deeper than that. It's instinctive. Women test because they need to know. Are you really the man you claim to be? Are you truly strong or just pretending? Have you actually moved on? Or are you still waiting in the shadows? And here's where most men crumble. They mistake her accidental text for a second chance. They convince themselves her "hope you're doing well" message is her way of reconnecting. So they respond. They reply too fast. They try to sound calm and collected, but deep down they're still hoping for her approval. And just like that, she regains control. Because now she knows you're still thinking about her. You're still emotionally attached. She can walk away again, and you'll still be there. But the man who's truly done, he doesn't react. He doesn't respond to her breadcrumbs. He doesn't like her posts just because she liked his. He doesn't get pulled back in, not because he's playing a game, but because he's genuinely moved on. He's too focused on his own life, his goals, his growth, his purpose, to waste energy decoding her mixed signals. And when she realizes her tests aren't working, when she starts to feel that she no longer has access to your emotions, that's when the panic sets in. She starts to wonder, why isn't he reacting? Why doesn't he care anymore? Did I lose him for good? And that uncertainty, that creeping doubt, it eats away at her. Because again, a woman doesn't regret losing the man who begged. She regrets losing the man who walked away and never looked back. Number 5, how to stay emotionally unavailable. She expects you to break. She expects you to sit in the dark, replaying memories in your mind, wondering what you could have done differently, obsessing over every word she said, hoping for some kind of miracle that brings her back. She expects you to drown in regret, trapped in a cycle of what-ifs. But from this moment forward, you're done with that. Because now you're different. You're no longer a man defined by past regrets or false hope. You are now a man focused on something greater. Your purpose, your goals, your growth, your strength. See, the key to mastering your emotions is simple, but powerful. Stop making her your purpose. That's where most men go wrong. They build their whole life around her, every decision, every thought, every ounce of energy centered on trying to win her back. But here's the truth. The more you make her your focus, the more power you give her. So stop. Stop wondering if she's thinking about you. Stop checking her social media, hoping to decode her latest post. Stop waiting for a message that may never come. Instead, start building. Start pouring your energy into your career, your health, your mind. Wake up with a mission, not to win her back, but to win yourself back. Because the man who thrives in his own purpose, the man who's so focused on his growth that he forgets to care what she's doing, that man becomes magnetic. And here's the twist. It's not about playing games. It's not about making her jealous. It's about becoming so complete that her absence no longer leaves a void. Because when you reach that place, when you've built a life so full, so powerful, so rich with meaning, she'll feel it. She'll sense that you're no longer lingering in her shadow. She'll notice that you've stopped orbiting her world. And when she realizes you've moved forward without hesitation, that's when the doubt creeps in. Did I misjudge him? Did I lose someone valuable? But here's the most powerful part. By the time she feels that regret, you won't even care anymore. Because you'll be too busy building something far greater, a life driven by your goals, your purpose, and your inner peace. That's what emotional strength looks like. Not coldness, not bitterness, not manipulation, just calm, unshakable detachment. So when she tests you, when she throws out breadcrumbs, hoping to see if she still has a hold on you, you won't bite. Not because you're pretending, but because you're genuinely done. And that's when you win. Not by chasing, not by proving anything, but by living a life that's too powerful for her absence to disturb. From this moment forward, you are that man, untouchable, unshakable, unbothered, because you no longer need her to feel complete. You are complete already. Number 6, the shift. Now she chases you. Here's the truth, and it's powerful. The moment you stop chasing her, she starts to feel it. At first, she won't show it. She'll act unbothered, posting pictures with friends, laughing a little louder, living her best life. But don't be fooled. That smile, it's a mask, because beneath it she's wondering, why hasn't he crumbled like I expected? Why isn't he checking in? Why doesn't he care anymore? And that's when the questions start. She'll ask your mutual friends, "Hey, have you heard from him?" She'll start checking your social media, scrolling for clues, hoping to see some sign that you're still thinking about her. But instead, she sees nothing. No desperate posts, no late-night messages, no signs of you lingering in her shadow. And that's when it hits her. She expected you to wait. She expected you to break. She expected you to need her. But now she sees the truth. You've outgrown her. And that's when the regret creeps in. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's that uneasy feeling she can't shake. That restless thought that whispers, "Did I make a mistake? Did I lose someone valuable? What if I can't get him back?" And suddenly, you're the one she's chasing. But here's the beautiful part. By the time that happens, you won't even care, because you'll be too focused on your own life, your growth, your peace, your purpose, to even notice. That's the power of silence. That's the power of absence. That's the power of indifference. You win not by playing games, not by making her jealous, not by faking happiness. You win by walking away so completely that her regret no longer matters. So focus on what truly matters. You. Comment below, "I take control of my emotions," because this isn't just about relationships. This is about mastering your mind. This is about building your life. This is about becoming a man so strong, so grounded, so whole, that no one's absence can shake you. And when you reach that point, you'll realize something powerful. You were the prize all along. In the end, it was never about her. It was never about making her regret losing you. It was never about proving your worth or playing mind games. It was always about you. Your strength, your peace, your purpose. The moment you stopped chasing, the moment you chose silence over weakness, the moment you stopped needing her approval, you won. Because true power isn't found in manipulation or tactics. It's found in mastering yourself. The man who controls his emotions, controls his life, and the man who builds his life with purpose, with focus, with unwavering strength. That man becomes unstoppable. So let her wonder. Let her question. Let her regret. By the time she realizes what she lost, you'll be too far ahead to care. Because you'll be living the life you were always meant to live. A life defined by your goals, your growth, and your peace. Thanks for joining Stoic Reflections today. Stay strong, stay grounded, and until next time, keep cultivating your inner strength. We'd love to hear your thoughts or suggestions for future topics. So drop a comment below. See you in the next video.